hate where that's at, but whatever. Don't know. Ooh, do I want to do that? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't care. We're not going to do that. It's going to use too much data. To go. I need to blow my nose because I've been sneezing. Whatever. Okay. I think. No. Okay, everything seems to be checking out. That's updated, but that has not updated. Don't know why my stream manager doesn't show everything. It is so bright out there that I really want to wear my sunglasses, but then I don't want to wear my sunglasses because last time I did that I had to take them off. But, and it is just so beautiful out here. It's a little bit cooler, but that actually makes it even for a better run. Our last run, we're starting off at Gravelly Point again, just because that'll give me an extra 3-ish miles. So it is one of those mornings where it's a little bit kind of crisp and cool, which just makes the horizon look really cool. Kind of hazy, but hazy in a good way. But it is just, really, it's absolutely just gorgeous out here for my last run of the DC. Couldn't have asked for anything better. There is, oh, there we go. Now we can start. This is the time when all the planes are landing, though. So we're just gonna run down to the Washington Monument, and then we'll decide what we want to do there. Since I have about, well, realistically, it's 8:30, and I only have 2 hours is the most I can run. I was hoping to get out here earlier, but I felt sorry for my dog. Yeah, there's the, you know, gorgeous it is out here. This guy's running in jeans and a sweater. Here comes a plane. I've never actually stopped and This is what the tourists do. They stand right here and watch the planes come in. So there, we officially finished our... It's weird listening to the air vortex overhead too. Okay, let's get going. We are now officially tourists again. We're not a local. I just cannot. I thought about going to the Washington Mall, or the National Mall, I mean, to park there like I was talking about, and then just running around there. But as gorgeous of a morning it is, I did not know it was going to be this nice out. So I had to start here so we can get some of this good running around the Potomac River and all that. This is just, I mean, this is what I'm gonna miss about DC. When you can see, well, you guys can't see. Let me see if I can zoom in. The US Capitol right there, without my finger causing the zoom. If the tree wasn't in the way, the Washington Monument, Jefferson Memorial. I mean, you can see it all. It's just, it is just so beautiful out here. You can kind of see how it's got that little bit of humidity haze on it because it's a nice cool morning. I'm not getting any miles done because I'm just taking in how gorgeous it is this morning. But my goal is to just run maybe an hour and a half. So we'll see. So far it looks like my little setup that I have right now, it's my temporary setup for my stream manager, and all that is working. I'm using my laptop as my stream manager, I'm using my iPad as my mod account. Normally I do all this just on my PC. I don't have Streamlabs up because Streamlabs does not want to work on my Mac. So that is why my sound alerts aren't working. But I mean, I'm using Streamlabs on my phone. But unless I have Streamlabs, I'm logged into Streamlabs on my PC, my sound alerts doesn't work for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired after yesterday afternoon's run. I told you all the planes are landing right now for some reason. It's just that time of the day. I mean, it is 8:30 in the morning, so they're probably all the commuter flights. No, that was a pretty small one though. Probably all connector flights. No, because those usually come in even earlier. So I noticed that guy a little bit ago that just came by that was running in rugby clothes. And I'm like, I mean, go for it. I'm not, like I've always said, you don't need to spend a lot of money to go run. You can run in anything. When you had the guy running in a jeans and a full-on like sweater, like a nice business sweater. But I would not want to run in rugby clothes for long distance. I would have chafing everywhere. And that guy, he's out there doing it. And rugby clothes are expensive, so you gotta pay money for them too. But, and based upon how long he went, because I watched him leave, he's probably only doing maybe 3 miles at the most. And I bet you he hasn't even done that far, to tell you the truth, based upon the pace that he was running. Oh, for some reason this path is feeling extra incliney to the right, like in my feet and ankles. Could be the shoes I'm wearing, but that's what it feels like. Should wear my gloves. I should be okay though. Here. Well, I was supposed to warm up, so I'm probably gonna have to take my hat off here shortly. It's about 42 degrees out right now. It was 36 when I woke up. And then I don't think my dog has been enjoying daycare as much as she used to. And I've been watching her on the live video feed every now and then. I check in and she just kind of stands there, follows the workers, wanders around, follows the workers as they're walking around. I don't think she gets all the pets and love that she thinks she should get. And I get it, because when she was going to daycare before, there wasn't a lot of dogs there, so she probably got extra attention. But now that people are going back to the office and for the workday and all that, like there was probably 30 dogs there yesterday when I checked in. And a couple of them are her friends from the dog park, so I would think that she would play with them, but she just kind of just moseyed about, really didn't do anything. And so, like yesterday when I went to drop her off, she really didn't want to go in. And then when I rescued her after our run yesterday, so I mean I was 2 hours early rescuing her, and she was so excited to see me, like so super excited. She's never like that. So then today, since I really didn't have a timetable until my appointment to turn my computer in, and I knew I was just going to get a run this morning, that kind of stuff, I was just like, well, let's just take our time. And we went and got coffee, went down to the park that she likes to go, thinking she might want to go see the squirrels, but she did for a little bit. But then the construction site that is fairly recent there started picking up and creating a lot of noise, and she doesn't like construction noise. Hi, Kasvika. Good morning. So she really didn't walk around the park very much, and I didn't want to, I was trying to give her a lazy morning before I dropped her off at the doggy daycare, but she just didn't really want to do anything. So I dropped her off at the daycare this morning, and I mean, she did wag her tail a little bit, a little happy to go in there when she saw the guy that opened up the door. I think she likes him. I think it's the other workers that, I think he probably gives her a lot of attention, and some of the other people that work there don't. So she liked him, but she was still hesitant about, we're going across the river, I forgot. Still hesitant about going in, and she did, but so all that being said, then I had to drive over, and I started driving over to Lincoln Memorial, but then when I saw how nice it was outside, like just how gorgeous it looked along the river and everything, that's when I decided let's just park at Gravelly Point again, then we can get some extra miles and have the nice view along the river. So then I had to turn around and go back. And then when we got there, I had to change and do all that. So that's why I was a little late today. So we could only get about an hour and a half of running in. 2 hours max, but actually, well, let's see, that'd be 2 hours would be 10:30. That wouldn't work. Yeah, hour and a half max. Oh, I missed something. That comment was so small I could hardly read it, but yeah, the weather's really super nice out here. I don't know what is going off with the chat on this thing ever since that update a couple weeks ago, but I gotta get that figured out. That way I don't have to keep switching the camera views even to be able to read it. If I don't catch it when it pops up on the screen, anyway. If it pops up on the screen, I can read it fine. Or when it pops up on the screen. It always does. It only stays there for a couple of seconds. As much as I love running across bridges, I'm not going to miss the traffic noise on this one. Being right next to the freeway. I'll say the one going into Georgetown is easily my all-around favorite. Not a lot of traffic. The architecture of the bridge is really cool. But if you're talking like late evening, like just after the sun has gone down, where there's still a little bit of light out but not a whole lot, running across Arlington Memorial Bridge, it's probably my favorite just because of the way the street lights on the side, while running across that bridge towards the Lincoln Memorial, let's be more specific. But with the street lights and then the way that the Lincoln Memorial gets lit up, that would be my favorite. Now, if it wasn't for the Lincoln Memorial, then it would be the Key Bridge again, because it has cool lights, street lights and stuff as well. But it's just that you're running towards Georgetown, not really as cool as like the Lincoln Memorial ahead of you. Wow, the cherry blossoms and stuff are just like going to town here. See if I can zoom in on this for you guys. This is like full on white flowers already. It's hard to see, I guess. So it's not like exploding yet, but I know from our run yesterday that a lot of the pinks are coming out on these trees up here by the Washington Monument and over here by the Jefferson. So they'll be, give them another week, which is normal time for them, for the cherry blossoms to be gone. It's about another week. They'll be pretty good. I don't know if the peak will be in a week, but it might be in 2 weeks. But I'm gonna miss it. It'll be I missed it the first year we were here because that's when everything was shut down, and they actually had all this barricaded off. You couldn't even go across the bridge that we just came across. They had it barricaded on the other side for pedestrian traffic, just because they didn't want tons of people, you know, out here looking at the cherry blossoms. Like, because I mean, you'll get, you know, 1 million people here. And then last year I missed it. I mean, I didn't really miss it, but I didn't catch it at the peak because it like exploded. And it was during the week. So then by the time the weekend came to where I could see it, then we got hit by a huge... I still want to know, what the hell are they doing barricades for? Because this is going to keep you from being able to see. What is all this? It's like you're not going to see jack shit of the memorial. So what are they doing? Like, I just don't get it. Don't know what they're doing, building fences and stuff. Whew, look how calm. That tidal pool is just like glass. Just like glass. There's the Washington Monument. Or not the Washington, the Jefferson Memorial, I mean. I'm looking at the Washington Monument. There's the Jefferson Memorial. Yeah, it is. It's definitely gonna take some pictures to memorialize my stuff for okay, smile everybody. There we go. We got it. There we go. Okay, well, let's run up to Washington Monument. And I don't know if my my second phone that I have that I use for my camera when we're out here, because it's like a iPhone 10 or 9 or something, so it takes decent photos. Not as good as like this one here, but it was like completely dead when I went to go start the stream, so I had to plug it in really quick, and it got a little bit of a charge, but not much. So I don't know how long it's gonna last. And this lady has like a weird running form. It's like you want to stand up high. Like that's the whole thing about running. You know, when you study running form and that kind of stuff. Hips tilted forward, had a huge arch in her back, and then her shoulders way up high and back, which if she wasn't tilted forward in her with her hips would actually be you know, appropriate. But now if she could keep, because that was her, if she could keep, because I could see her profile when we were just running by right there, and if she could keep that while she was running, she'd have perfect form. But I'm not going to give people unsolicited advice. And sometimes it's not worth like trying to fix running form. If you're just somebody who goes out enjoying running, you're not looking at, it don't matter what your running form looks like. I have horrible running form. I know that and I acknowledge it. But right now I'm not looking at running super fast. And actually, if I'm running faster, my running form improves. But when I'm just like bebopping along, I have horrible running form. Yeah. That was 2 miles. It's funny, if you looked at just my like my mile splits, you'd be like, gosh dang, that guy runs slow, because I don't stop and start my watch. Because the last time I did that, we lost what, 1.5 miles. So I was live streaming that day, lost 1.5 miles because I forgot to start my thing again. I don't even remember where we were at, but I do remember that. Okay, what's the traffic doing here? I could have made it across this first one easily. That took a long time for the light to change. So we'll go up here to the Washington Monument, and then I don't know what we'll do after that. We'll figure it out. Could always run down to the Capitol again like we did yesterday. See if we can get in the background of any more news, or I wouldn't say news, but media. I don't know what you would call it. Senator Ted Cruz was giving some huge speech and there was a lot of media present. I'll just put it that way. We were in the back end. We ran to the around it. So if you watch the video feed, you see us running in the back. Depending on the camera view, of course. But at first I was like, what the hell is this? Like, why is there this big, huge group gathering of people? And then when we got closer, we started going around it. I recognized his voice, and then I saw him, so I knew it was Senator Ted Cruz. But then when we got to the backside of the Capitol, like, they had the police barricades up, which was kind of weird. And then so many black SUVs with tinted windows parked all around the back end, and extra police presence and stuff. So I don't know what was going on at the U.S. Capitol yesterday, but something was going down. Guy up here. So this gator and the car up ahead of him are sitting at the light right there. And when the light changed, that other guy just like took off like he was drag racing the gator. And sorry, buddy, but I don't know what you think gators can do, but they can't go that fast. I was like, woohoo, yeah, you beat that gator off the line. Shit, I could do that running. Don't need a car to do that. Okay, there is there's the Washington Monument. We're almost there. Almost there. So because of weather, for sure me and the dog are not going to go up to Dolly Sods. We are going to hightail it for Texas. There's a girl in Dallas that I promised I would take out on a date, or right outside of Dallas, but so we gotta do that. And then I really want to go to Austin, is really the main reason why we're going down there. And go to the Green Mesquite Barbecue, because I haven't been there for almost 3 years, and I have a hankering for their peach cobbler. And then at least a week, and then if the weather continues to improve, but we'll see. I might just decide to stay in Tucson for a couple weeks. Problem is I need to pay taxes. I need to. Oh, here's the leaves, or the flowers. I mean, so I'll show you. See, everything's starting to bloom. Really cool. Show. There we go. Video's showing again. I don't know if you guys saw it, but there's the cherry blossoms, and these will, like I said, in a week these will be peak, and some of these late bloomers like this guy right here, you might catch up by the end of the week. So next week's definitely going to be the peak. And then you got these white ones over here, which I'm guessing are probably right there. Those are white, like what we saw back by the bridge. So I'm guessing those will probably be, I don't know for a fact, but I'm guessing there's some sort of cherry tree as well, if I had to guess. Oh, so this right here, I know, it's actually, for this area, it's kind of late. It's usually been spring for a couple weeks now, and they're supposed to get snow on tomorrow, so that's why we're getting out of here. But the Washington Monument, it was completed in 1884, and it was the tallest building in the world at that time. I did not know that. See what happens when you actually play tourist and you stop and read the signs? Because I never do. Well, I do sometimes. Like if I'm out running, like when I go up in that area up there, there's a lot of like older buildings that are on a like the historic registry or whatever, so they have plaques and stuff. I'll stop and read those. Usually not when I'm live streaming though, because that's probably kind of boring for everybody. A little bit of breeze up here. Just a little bit though. Hopefully my stream doesn't drop. It seems the last couple times we've been on signal. I tell you what, I think Barfbag is correct in saying that there's probably some jammer here. I betcha. But there's the Capitol. I think we're going to run up that direction. We may not run around it, but I think we'll run up that direction. And then, depending on time, of course, when we come back, because I got about an hour and 15 minutes tops to be back. So then depending on time, we'll run up to the Lincoln, because then I can take either that way or go across the Arlington Bridge and go back that way. So we'll see. We'll see what we can get done. But all that being said, I gotta take pictures. So everybody smile. Smile for the cameras. You guys are doing great. That's a good smile. And we'll go like that. Here we go. Take a self-portrait. There we go. Multitasking, exactly. Well, I gotta have at least one last post for my Instagram before we leave here. So let's okay, it's 9 o'clock, so like I said, about an hour and 15 minutes, so we'll take off and see what we can get done. It's about a mile and a half, 3 miles. That'd be 30 minutes. Yeah, we should be good. We should be able to do it. We'll just go up to the street in front of the U.S. Capitol, since we ran around it yesterday. And then I'm going to cross over to the other side, though. And then, since we're going to come back and possibly hit the Lincoln Memorial. But we'll see. So we'll go to the street right before the U.S. Capitol. That'll be about a mile-ish, a little over, actually. So that'd be an extra 2 miles. So we should have plenty of time to actually hit the Lincoln Memorial. So we'll make the most of our last time here. Although I will be back in this area around August time frame for Firefly Music Festival. And 2 wristbands for all days. I'm gonna guess and say I either lost my stream manager or I lost my mod account. Oh, what do you know? I haven't moved. And I just reset the stream. And I have perfect 30 frames per second. Although now I lost all my mod, my stream account, but and actually until my dashboard comes back, I can't even tell if anybody's still here. Wow, they're like doing sod work and all sorts of stuff around here. They are getting it done. Yeah, I can't tell. It says I have 0 viewers, but that's because my dashboard has come back. So, not only did I lose, oh, there we go. Dashboard came back, and of course, again. Okay, it says I have two people on, so, because Mitka, I'm guessing you're there, and at least my stream manager, probably. I bet I lost my mod account. But oh well. Oh well. We had a good run. And not like running like I'm running now. We had a good run on with the stream up until that point. Oh, and I missed that last comment. Hold on. Yeah. store right next to the metro station. Not gonna give up on me? Well, I thank you for that. I'm glad. At least there's somebody out there that's not gonna give up on me. That's a good thing. So it's actually a little crazy because if I had to guess, and especially based upon their equipment, they have cut up the things and rolled it up, and they're going to lay it right back down again. But no, it looks like they actually repairing it for some reason. If I had to guess, I'd say because you get a lot of people. This is what I don't understand. I see it a lot in Helena, Montana, on the one route that I like to run there by the dog park there. And there's a bunch of people that will run on the path next to, or run on the grass, I should say, next to the path, because the path is paved or concrete or whatever. And so it's a little bit softer. I get that. Come out here and do like 400 meter repeats and 1K repeats or whatever. Be a great place for it, but maybe this next year I'll do that. I might see if my old team wants me on the old fogey side of the house. Even though technically the last time I ran for them, I was old enough I could be on the old people team, because it's 40 is the age cutoff. And in fact, one of the competitions we were at, I ran on both teams, but usually they needed me as the 5 or 6 man on the competitive team. So I did that versus the other one, because they usually had enough people for the other team. But I will bet you, because I've been keeping up, I still get their newsletter and stuff like that, so I've been keeping up with their team and everything, and they have a lot of really fast people now. So if I was to do it this next year, I might just do the old people team. I call it the old, it's the masters, but that always sounds like crazy to me, because 40 years is, I always think of like masters as, 50, 60 years. But technically you could compete on the Masters Grand Prix circuit at 25. So it's a little crazy, but it is what it is. Nice big old floofy butt. It's a happy dog right there. Oh, these dogs with the extra floof when they're running, because it kind of bounces around and everything. Because it's the same thing that, when my dog's running, her skin and whatever, kind of bouncing around from the muscle movements. But when you have the floof, because she's short hair, when you have the floof, then it is exaggerated and looks really, really cool. That must be a bike tour going on over here. I did think about for the next couple of weeks, I'll see they got a huge gathering up here on the thing again. A couple different places. So there's still something going on up here. Don't know what it is, but something's going on. So we're not going to go all the way up there. Just because. And then you got all these bikers, bike tour people, I'm guessing. But anyways, I guess what I was going to say is, thought about, well, the last couple of years, thought about, because there's a running tour company, like an app you can download, I don't remember what it's called, but certain cities around the world where you can sign up for like a 7-mile run tour or whatever. Thought about doing that. Yesterday when we were running around here, how many freaking high school class like trips where people were here. That's definitely what that is in the blue. If I had to guess, I'd say that's probably what that other one is too, but we're not gonna go up there. We're gonna go this way. Although I do need to, I just love the view. That is the view. If it wasn't for those construction vehicles right there, this view would be awesome. But we're gonna, first off, I'm gonna take my hat off because it is hot. It's starting to warm up. Oops, I'm not trying to show those guys. I'm trying to show you guys the view over there. But, and then I'm gonna take some pictures. Even though I have a horrible hat head. It's okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's continue on, and we'll go down to the Washington Monument again. It is warm out here now. It is, I'll bet you it's probably 50 degrees out here. I am going to miss all this. Look at that view. I love this view right here. I'm gonna take another picture. I'm gonna try and zoom in a bit. Bike tours around here. I think these are kids too, though, on these bike tours. So it must be something they were able to sign up for the more active people. But there's another group up here. So getting ready to cross the street. We will run up here. My legs are feeling tired. I think the fact that I hadn't run a lot of miles really in the last 2 weeks, and then I don't remember what did we have yesterday, 8.5 miles later in the afternoon, and I just don't think I've fully recovered yet. Okay, why are these people waiting? The street is blocked off. Oh, they are letting some people through. Yeah. There we go. Let's see if we can race all these people on their bikes. feel what I'm talking about. They're not going as fast as I am. It's kind of funny. Now I can slow down again. Their tour guide told them to stop. Why am I leaning way over to the right? How do I not get this gimbal sometimes? I bet you if I turn and face the other direction, it'll probably even out. It's like it has some sort of compass in it. So if it's facing one direction, it wants to lean one direction. I don't get it. I don't even know why that would be useful. So yesterday I was, and now it's not leaning as much. What's up with that? That was crazy. Haven't even moved. Yeah, see, so if I turn, look back the other direction, it starts to lean the other direction. Don't get it. Oh well. After yesterday, last night I was talking about how I can't do faster paces because of my weak hamstring on the left side, and that little faster push right there, I started feeling it in my left hamstring. We were running a 6-minute mile there. In fact, at one point we were down actually at a 5:50. Just to go faster than the bike tour people. I had a laugh. I almost did a little short TikTok video on it. So driving over and driving back on our last trip, it was pretty funny. Like every time we would stop at like a rest area or whatever, where's that one lady? We would, me and the dog would just be like wandering around doing whatever. That was the lady that had the running form that I was talking about earlier. But anyways, like wherever we would stop, like on rest areas and stuff, there was always some older people, usually ladies, not always though, and they would just be taking pictures of like the most random things. You know, like here's a tree at this rest stop. Like, you never seen a tree before? Not even like a cool tree, you know, like just a random like tree. And one lady was actually taking pictures of like the rest stop. Like it wasn't anything cool looking, it was just a building. Normal looking building. Probably all over their Facebook because that's what they use. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do anything on Facebook. Everything. No, I post stuff on Facebook indirectly because everything from my Instagram feed is Facebook. But other than that, I don't do anything on Facebook. This is just a cool view. I gotta take another picture. I just love the view from the gravel portion of the area here, looking at the Washington Monument. I'm gonna move a little bit right here, try and get as much of that Lincoln as we can. See, you guys see what I'm doing? That's pretty good. Okay, well, let's keep going. that plane flying across there was, I don't remember what movie it was, but there was a plane, a guy was like doing something with like one of those sky cranes, and there was a plane that was like, you know, not gonna hit the crane, but because it was so far away, but you know, it makes it look like it was gonna run into the sky crane or whatever. Some guy was like freaking out, no, don't do it. And then afterwards it's like, whoo. Okay, do we have enough time? Because I've been kind of goofing off. Go down to the Lincoln. I think I gotta just do it. Gotta just do it. It'll take me about 10 minutes to get to work from where I need to be. I need to change before I go in there. I'm not gonna shower, so I'll be all gross and sweaty, but I'll only be there for about 15 minutes tops. And then afterwards I can go and clean myself up a bit. And then go grab the doggy. Food trucks are all getting ready for lunch. The lunch rush, even though it's 9:30 in the morning. Okay, what's the traffic doing here? Is it getting ready to change? Can't tell. Yep, it's getting ready to change. Ooh, some of those food trucks are already starting to do stuff though, and it smells good. Let's see if we can get across here against the light. I don't think it's going to happen. I think I should just give up now. This is cutting into us going down to the Lincoln. But I think we'll be okay because if I go to the Lincoln, we take Arlington. Once we get across to the bridge, we're at like 2 miles, if that, left, which would be, so we'll have less than 20 minutes. Okay, I'm going. Hopefully the tourists behind me don't follow suit. Because they are not running across. Of course, there was lots of room, so I guess they probably could make it by walking. I just hate being a bad influence to other people. You know, like, this guy's jaywalking. He made us do it. I make you do jack shit. Oh, I smell food again. Okay, we got time. There are so many tour groups out here. Here's one over to our left that isn't kids either. So we've already been up there. So we're gonna go this way. I kind of need the vertical though. We'll go up this way. No, I have not had any food today, which is pretty normal for me. I don't eat before my runs usually. Run on a fast, I guess they say. Yesterday afternoon, our run, I hadn't had anything to eat all day. Like, and it was, when did we start that run? Like 1:30 or something like that. And well, when we got done with that run, I was so hungry. Luckily, I had a sandwich in my in my fridge still. So I was able to just pull it out and eat it. Because I was so hungry. And I'm not gonna lie, it was just a gas station sandwich, but it tasted so good. And usually I don't need to eat in the morning because I have a tendency to eat too much for dinner all the time. So realistically in the mornings I still have like food in my stomach and everything, so I know everything does taste better when you're hungry. I don't know why that is. I learned a long time ago that I cannot go grocery shopping if I'm hungry, because I will like, what's the word, have a craving for everything. Doesn't matter what it is, I'll be like, oh, that sounds good, oh, that sounds good, I gotta buy it, that sounds good, I gotta buy it. I do. Well, I think I'm not gonna do it here. I do need to hit the grocery store for more like fresh food type stuff. I have tons of stuff like pantry type items that I have, but I don't have a lot of fresh food. But I think we'll wait until we get to Arizona and maybe before we go out, so I'll definitely have to find somewhere to fill up my water, or I'll have to buy some more water. With the amount of water I can hold on hand right now, depending on how warm it is outside, of course, but I'm probably only maybe a week is all I can sustain myself right now, which is one of the things I need to buy, but they have to ship it to Montana, is my my water jugs that are gonna go in my van. So I'm gonna buy 2 5-gallon, so I'll be able to hold 10-gallon there. And then I kind of want to go this way, but the views are better over here. I'll take another picture too. You see how hot it was? That girl had her running jacket unbuttoned. Here, we're gonna zoom in a little more. There we go. And we're gonna take a picture when we get to Lincoln, back this direction, from my favorite spot. So we are gonna go up to the top. But yeah, the reason why I can only last like a week is because it takes, between me and my dog, she goes, probably in a week, probably 3 gallons of water. Again, depending on how much we run and how hot it is. But she averages probably about 3 gallons a week. And then if I'm really frugal, I could do the same. But if I'm doing any long runs, I easily go through a gallon in one day. And that's on top of the other stuff that I have, because I have like stuff in my fridge like kombucha and some sparkling waters and stuff like that in my fridge. Do need to buy some milk. because that is my primary breakfast source, is a protein shake with some milk in the morning. Ends up being about 400 calories for breakfast. It is so gorgeous out right now. This is just crazy. The birds are chirping. There's only a few ducks out. Those two have their butts up in the air because they're eating algae on the bottom. And it's the crazy thing to think about is tomorrow it's going to get down to like mid-20s or high 20s and snow by mid-afternoon tomorrow. Which is why we're trying to get the hell out of here. I mean, the sucky thing, like the actual storm system itself is only going to hang around for less than a day as it blows through. But right behind the storm front is Arctic cold air. And that's supposed to stick around for a while. So even going down to Texas, like Austin is supposed to get down to the 40s for highs. That's not even lows, which is very unusual that far south in Texas. But and even like Flagstaff was going to be in the 20s this time of year for a high. Like it was snowing yesterday or last night when I looked on the radar in Flagstaff. But yeah, Montana right now is like -8. That's Fahrenheit, so that'd be what, -22 Celsius, something like that. That's what the high was yesterday, and that's the cold air that's pushing this direction. So yep, I can tell, I can feel the miles we did yesterday in my legs trying to go up these stairs. Bit of people up here, but not a whole lot. We should be good. 9:36. We'll be maybe a couple minutes later than I wanted to be, but it'll be worth it to get one last look at this view. As long as my legs don't give out on me. Okay, for those of you that have not seen Mr. Lincoln, there's Mr. Lincoln. Okay, we're gonna go over here and hopefully be able to get the best view in this whole town, which is, I don't know if I've shown you guys, between this last column right here, that's the best view right there, because you can see all of it. Nobody ever wanders over here to actually see this. They're always like right in the middle, and it's like, why are you staying in the middle? You can't see the US Capitol from there. We're back up a little bit. It is beautiful, so beautiful. And then we will take There we go. I am like, the sweat is just pouring off of me right now. Just pouring off of me. It is gotten warm out here. So I'm gonna go down here, take a quick selfie. See, because this is what everybody sees. It's like you can't see the U.S. Capitol. There's one kid here, not happy they have to leave. I feel the same way. Feel the same way. Yeah, I get it. There we go. I gotta sweat. Look at my hair. It's just like crazy from wearing my hat and then taking it off, and now still sweating and all that kind of stuff. Oops, what do I got going on here? Okay, so I'm gonna take one last picture back here. It's probably not a very good picture since I have the sunshine in my eyes, but they have recently laid some mulch around here because I can smell it and it is making me sniffle. Give it a like anyway. Well, if it's too horrible of a picture, I'm not going to put it on my Instagram. Because I'm going to have more pictures than I can put on there. Because you can only put, like 8 pictures max or something? There is a limit on it, I know. Okay, well, it's 9:40, so we got to get going. We're probably 25 minutes from the van. I have to be there by, my appointment is at 11. I need to, because I got a message last night, I need to send one last email to the people over at the building for my 11 o'clock appointment. So I need to get that sent before I go up there. And being that I completely shut down my computer and everything last night, it's going to take a little bit for it to come up. So I have to plug everything back up in and that kind of stuff. And then I have to disconnect it all again. And then hop on the elevator, go up 5 floors and turn it in. What's this guy doing? He's going to let me go. There was 3 helicopters there, but that was not the president's entourage. Oh. This is probably my, of course, I'd rather be on the other side, but of this bridge, but for the view of like Roslyn over here, this is like the coolest view for that, especially with the, can't really, I'll zoom in. Oops. So that's Roslyn. That is definitely the more urban part of DC. Even though you get to like some parts of like DC proper that they don't have tall buildings at all because they're not allowed to. Like those buildings are not any higher than the Washington Monument. Or I should say the very tops of those buildings are not elevation wise any higher than the Washington Monument. So they're not allowed to be. But that's the more urban. Like I said previously, if I could have gone back and knowing what I know now with the pandemic and all that kind of stuff, if I could go back and find a place for me to live somewhere else, that over there is where I would have been at. Because one, it's a quick and easy metro ride if I did need to go to work. But even running, it's only a 4-mile run to work from there. And being that, for most of the time, well, for the first year, I didn't even go into the office once, other than to pick up my computer. And then I had to go one time to download an update. That was about it. And then after that, it was one time a week. We had to go in, and then that was our only requirement, once a week. And then around December time frame, with when Omicron was really hitting hard, they told nobody to go back to work again. And even though things are like opening it up, like we were told we could have up to 50% back in that building again. Oh, there's my low battery. So we should be able to finish the stream. We were even talking to it was yesterday when I was in there saying goodbye to my counterparts, because they're the only ones that do go into the office. I was asking him, because even he was like, yeah, there's not a lot of people here still. And even he was like, I don't know if we'll ever go back. Not for a while anyways. And that's looking straight ahead is the entrance to Arlington National Cemetery. Which, if you ever get a chance to come here and look at and watch the ceremony for the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, definitely go to it. It is really cool to watch. There's a lot of history involved there. Of course, there's a car coming. Haven't had any cars forever. Watching them here, and then all of a sudden it's traffic coming. That car actually slowed down for us, so that was nice. But this other street, I might actually have to hit the button on, because that is non-stop vehicles. Which is the only reason why I don't like coming this way anyways. It's having to cross these two streets. But it is what it is. Well, if you get here early enough in the morning, it's not an issue. But we're mid-morning now. So So we got 12 minutes to hit our our A goal of 10 o'clock. That is about 1.25 miles running time at the current pace we're running. We're running about 8:50, so 1.5 miles, I guess. Probably pretty close. Look at that, timing perfect. Perfect. Couldn't ask for anything better there. It's just been all around a good morning. Perfect weather. Been hitting the timing perfect on the traffic. We'll be at about 8 miles again. We won't be near as far as we were yesterday, don't think. I don't remember what did we end up yesterday? Because we had a contest to see who was going to be closer. I was not closer. Because I think I said like 8.37, I think. We ended up at like 8.44. So I don't know, maybe we'll be pretty close to that today. We'll be over 8, I know that. I suppose I should let you guys know, if you want to join in the guessing, we're at exactly 6.9 right now. And I gotta swipe away a message. There we go. So I'm pretty sure they started a new work chat today, because I have not received any messages on that chat. And usually by this time of morning, there's been like 14 or 15 flying back and forth. Now, I made a joke. I was totally serious with the joke. I made a joke last night. I said goodbye to everybody on our work group chat that, I told everybody, I'll be turning in my computer this morning, and after that, me and the dog are hitting the road. Just liked working with everybody, which I did. I enjoyed working with everybody. And said there are definitely things I'm going to miss, so I'm excited about being done. And there are some things I'm going to miss, because it was stimulating, making me think, which I enjoyed. Way better than my last job, which was just monotonous, like basically paper pushing. But I told him, I go, there's things I'm going to miss, but the one thing I'm not going to miss, I guess I should explain before I say this. Every time we lose somebody or gain somebody on our big team, because this is like our big team chat, one of our high-ranking individuals on the enlisted side has to create a new chat to remove the old people or add the new people. So it's always this constant, as we gain and lose people, we have to create a new chat. So please welcome so-and-so, or, whatever. So in my signing off last night, I said, I'm going to miss some things. But the one thing I'm not going to miss is the fact that the next time Edwards, that's the guy's name that does it, sends out the next group chat as we lose and gain some people, not gonna miss not getting that. Because that would be because he's removing me from it, so that's why I wouldn't get it. And he thought it was funny, but everybody thought it was funny, but I was totally serious with it too, about how it'll be good to know that I'm not gonna get that. And I'm guessing that went out this morning. So that would be why I'm not receiving anything. Now my smaller team I did get some this morning, but I will guess that next week I will not get that anymore either. If I do, I will reply back and be like, you can't tell me what to do. And technically even today, I don't belong to them anymore. So actually, gosh dang, this is a lot further than I thought. So I think we're going to be further than yesterday. Because we are easily a mile still. And we're at 7.39 right now. Just got to beat 8.44. Not gonna lie, my hip flexors are definitely feeling the tiredness right now. Looking off of Crystal City, where I actually was living, and the Pentagon. Our last look at the Pentagon, right there. And it's funny, when I showed over there by the Pentagon that my video feed went down. That's a little sus. Just saying. Now that I'm not looking that direction, I have 30 frames per second again. Here's our last real good look of the Washington Monument. And you can see the first, so that building right there is the first U.S. Post Office. Currently it is actually a hotel, but you can still go up into that tower and take the tour and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there it is. Come on, to this, so we can get going before my battery runs out. Oh, glad I'm getting a run in though before I take off driving, because we're probably going to have a good 8 hours worth of driving. Hoping to make it past Knoxville. Just got to make it past Knoxville. That way we are over the mountains and for the most part out of the mountains before it starts to snow. Then it should just only be rain. But I think we'll actually be far enough south that it'll only be rain anyways. But just want to get through the weather. Get through the storm front. Hopefully well, sunny as it is right now, I can guarantee, even though I'm using my inverter right now for my laptop, that my batteries are probably pretty well fully charged. So as much power as I use, it should be good for three or 4 days, even if the sun doesn't come back out. Got about yeah, should be good. We should make it because just got the 10% warning, 10% battery. We should only have about half a mile left, if that. It's actually, we might be really close to yesterday's distance. It'd be funny if we were exactly the same, being that we ran a completely different route. Because yesterday we ran, well, I guess we didn't run a completely different route, but we ran to the Lincoln, or to Arlington Bridge, Memorial Bridge. We ran over that way towards the Lincoln, to the Washington Monument, around the U.S. Capitol, and then back to, we didn't go all the way back up to the Washington Monument again, and then we cut back on the back side of the Jefferson Memorial across the bridge. So kind of we did the exact same route, I guess, only in reverse. There was minor differences. Yesterday technically should have been longer just because we went around the U.S. Capitol. Why is old homeboy out here driving on the grass? What the hell's up with that? There's no road there. You better be a freaking park worker or something. There's not even like a pull off to go out there. This dude's just driving down there. Oh, it looks like he's I still don't think he's supposed to be driving out here, but he's picking up one of these e-scooters. So he's probably works for the company for those e-scooters, so he's probably going to reposition it. He's just trying to find them. Because that was kind of an odd spot for somebody to drop it off. still, if I had to guess, he's probably still not authorized to be driving out here. Just a guess. Because I don't even see actual park workers driving out here on this. 2 years of running out here. We're definitely going to be, well, maybe not. As you say, we're definitely going to be more than yesterday, but maybe not. Might actually be almost exactly the same again. 8.44 was yesterday. We're at 8.42 right now. Yeah, I think we're going to be more. We're definitely more than 0.2 of a mile further away still. So go to the stop sign. No cheating. It is so gorgeous out here. I wish I didn't have to go into the office. Me and the dog would be up on the Appalachian Trail right now if I didn't have to go into the office to turn my equipment in. As gorgeous as it is, it'd be a little bit colder up there, but it would still be sunny and perfect conditions. Bam! We made it. That's a good dog. I stopped my watch just so you guys know. I just wanted to get across the intersection since there's cars here. My hair should be really crazy now. Because there's a little bit of a headwind there. Okay, let's see what we finished at. 8.57, more than yesterday. See, since it seems like, looks like it's coming back. Since we didn't go around the U.S. Capitol, seems odd to me, but let me see what is going on here. So we lost our mod account going up to the Washington Monument the first time. Let's see what the stream manager is doing. Stream manager is still live, so I don't know why it isn't showing anything, but I really am. Looking at my camera, it doesn't even show it. Oh, well, I gotta get going. It is, oops, 10:08. Yeah, I gotta get going. So thank you for joining me today. Smicka, as always, thank you so much. But I'm gonna get going. I will not have a stream tomorrow, but we will find somewhere to have a stream on Sunday so we can try and get back into a normal schedule again. But I'll figure that out. Tomorrow night, I'll figure out where we're going to do our stream at. Hopefully it'll be somewhere where we're at, but we'll see. But thank you again, and I'll see you guys at the next stream. Love y'all. Bye, guys.